of bridge. I'm going to push down all 10 toes and both heels and easy bridging up, bridging down. Take another big deep breath. Now you could press your arms or make fists and press your arms into the ground. So my feet press down, my toes are stretched. Maybe press your arms down, reach your head. Maybe open your mouth and yawn. Now these next couple, think about as you press into your feet, can you knit your rib cage together? So I'm not going for the biggest back bendy kind of bridge for this variation. I'm going for waking up my tushy, hamstrings, back of my legs. Let's do 5 more of these guys. If you're squeezing your block or your ball, I'll give you a little bonus. Inner thigh. Keep breathing. All right, this kneeling hip hinge is a good one to help us get ready for our squats and lunges and all that stuff. If this doesn't feel good on your knees, just stand up and do this as a standing hip hinge, which would just be my feet were on the floor. If this feels okay to kneel, maybe push your thumbs into your hip flexors. I'm sticking out my tushy and I'm leaning forward. And then I stand up and I try to get all the way fully extended hips. Recheck your rib wrap, hinging at your hip. Push into your knees, stand up. So I'm pushing my toes down, pushing my knees down, pushing my head up. So I'm not going like forward and back like an angry cat. Really, the only thing moving, there's 2 things moving, my hips and my knees. If you're doing this from standing, it'll just be your hips moving. Yes, if this doesn't feel nice on your knees, stand. See if you can avoid rounding your back. And what you could imagine is if you had a broomstick back here, that your head, your shoulders, in fact, oh my goodness. If you want to play my silly little game, you could actually bring your roller. This is a little bit awkward and goofy, but I could touch my roller to my head, my ribs. That's the weirdest part, is that feeling of pushing your head back. I'm working my back muscles. Yeah, that's 2 of these guys. If that feels too weird and cumbersome, you can ignore my suggestion. But that is a good, because when we're up like this in space, woo, we don't have as much kinesthetic sense. Where am I in space? If you're laying flat on the floor, you're like, there's my head, there's my wrist. Wide squat. You could hang on to your roller, and I'm comfortably wide with my feet. How do I know how far to go? Do a couple of squats and just see. If it feels like you're too far out, bring your feet in. And then if it feels like your knees are caving in, turn your toes in a little bit. Okay, we'll get boogie in here with our squats. I'll give us a minute on this one, so then you can go fast or slow. Now, same idea here. My torso's pretty upright. I'm not really doing too much movement of my torso. Y'all, you could do arms out. And breathe. What did I say? A minute? Yeah, we're about halfway through our minute. Wide upper back, long neck, maybe yawn again. Relax your jaw. I've decided to start bringing back my Zazzy pants. Got the mermaids out today. I have some sparkly polka dots that I haven't busted out in a while. I have like my summer wear that are like thin. It's summer, right? Now you can hold your wide squat, and we'll do one arm down, one arm up, holding your big beach ball or balloon. And one arm down, one arm up, side bend. You can let your head and neck move. Yeah, big side bend, or whatever you want to do here for a little stretchy of your back and your neck. You need to come out of your squat. Come on out. If you can hang here for 2 more, stay in your squat. Side bend. And side bend. Good job. Okay, come on up and we'll do our parallel squat. So that one now I got toes and knees pointing straight ahead. Same thing, we'll do that. Same idea with your back of, I can tilt forward a little, but I'm not really rounding. Or what I like to do, my body likes to do, is this where I pop my ribs out. So for me, I have to almost picture that my rib cage is going to move back in space to keep that from happening. Now here's something we could add. You could do arms forward, arms up. So thinking of that rib cage sliding down is helpful. And then your weighted tail feathers, like you've got a heavy weight sitting off your tushy. So that's often a good cue. If I have knee pain during squats, either don't go as low or shift your weight from your toes back to your heels. Yeah, last two of these guys. And then we'll try our little forward and back move again. So this might be tiny, maybe just the top third of your back and chest rounding forward. Lift your chest. Big stretch. Oh. Or you could do a full roll down, whatever feels good. Some kind of front and back stretch. Okay, if you want, oh, I didn't say loop band, did I? If you want to use your loop band for your fourth position squat, grab it up. If this is it's just cumbersome to get into this, or if you don't like this, you can ignore my suggestion. But if you want to put him up kind of in between knees and thighs, this just gives me some resistance so that my butt muscles can figure out how to turn my knees out to the side. Yeah, and try a couple of these. If you hate it, chuck it. And I've got my feet a little bit apart and one is offset. One is a little bit in front of the other. Now my torso is going to want to twist. It's going to want to do this and my knee's going to want to cave in. But I'm going to use my brain and not let that happen, especially that back knee. Keep an eye back here. Yep, easy does it. If you do a couple of these and go, I hate this stupid band, just take it off. Maybe we do a little forward and to the side with your hands hugging your tree. Maybe we do a little come down. Ooh, lift your heels. Put your heels down, come up. Come down, lift your heels. Oh, that makes it a lot harder. Put your heels down, come up. Whole time I'm pushing my knees out, whether I've got the band or not. Whoa. And a few more of these guys. Come down, lift your heels lower. Yeah, can we do 4 more? Down, maybe the heel lift. If the heel lift bugs you, take it out and just do your plie. 3. Watch that back knee. Make sure he's not doing any funny business. 2. Last one. Hold here. Do try either just holding this position or, oh boy, lifting and lowering your heels. 4. I'm going to do 10. 5. Oh, my legs are shaking. 6. 7. 8. Take a big deep breath. Last one. Oh, come on up. Shake out your legs. Take a little break. Okay, let's do that whole thing on the other side. We'll do our little fourth position. So my feet are about the distance of 1.5 feet front to back. And then I'm not crossed over. I've got, it's kind of like crescent lunge. I'm on railroad tracks versus crossing in front of them over. Yeah. Okay, now we got our demi plie. This is called in ballet land. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. So I feel those muscles way up in the top of my butt, controlling that external rotation. So we've already done parallel. This is turn out. Maybe a little hug the tree. Maybe come down. Ooh, lift and lower your heels. Come down. If you're doing the heel lift part, very first thing, put your heels down and then stand up. Uh-huh. Oh boy. Oh boy, that one's hard to do. Don't forget about that back knee. Don't forget about breathing. Nice. So you can always go back here and just do a tiny little squat. Let's hold this last one. And we'll do lift and lower your heels. 2, 3. Oh, my legs are shaking. 4, 5. Breathe. Soften your shoulders. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. Come on up. Ditch your band. Ugh, we're done with that.